This video is brought to you by WeGotSoccer.com. Be sure to visit We Got Soccer for everyday low prices on all the latest soccer gear. Don't forget to use coupon code SR4U at checkout for $10 off an order of $100 or more. Hey guys, Josh from SoccerReviewsForYou.com bringing you an unboxing video of a pair of Adidas Predator Absolado LZs. This is the third takedown model in the Predator LZ line, just below the Absolado, which is just below the Predator LZ. Unlike the Predator LZ and the Predator Absolado, which are fairly similar shoes as far as what they include on the upper, as far as the actual shoe itself, the Absolado is significantly different from these two shoes and kind of strips away a lot of the elements that make the Predator LZ in my opinion. Obviously here I have the pink, white, and black David Beckham colorway. Very, very vibrant, very flashy. It has David Beckham here on the inside of the shoe, as you guys can see right on the insole. And as far as the upper of the shoe is concerned, it's a synthetic leather material, but it's one of those mesh-based synthetics. It's definitely soft and stuff, but it's not going to provide that super high quality feel that you may be looking for. When I say mesh based synthetic, it's kind of like a layer of mesh and then it kind of has this vinyl covering over top to give it that appearance of leather, but the actual feel of the shoe is not like leather at all. And then of course you have a mesh based tongue as well, so the quality material is definitely not horrible, but it's not up there as far as high-end synthetics go, or what you're going to find on the Absolado or the Predator LZ. Just for comparison's sake. As far as the lethal zones are concerned, there's quite a significant difference between the two other shoes that are above this, and kind of, for me, defeats the purpose of the Predator LZ, mainly because there's really not much in terms of rubber on the actual shoe, which takes away all of the grip that you would normally get from the LZ line, which is kind of, like I said, kind of what makes the LZ. The LZ is all of that grip that the whole shoe provides. You can see this outside dribbling zone and this first touch zone on the top here is all it is a painted on decal here. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a little bit of texturing, but that's all that is punch outs in the upper. So while there's a little bit of texture, just because there's a little bit of a dip in the upper, all of this is painted on and there's no rubber here at all. So no extra grip. You're not going to get any extra grip from these two zones at all. The drive zone on top here, I wouldn't necessarily call it rubber. It has some depth to it, as you can see, and a little bit of texture, but again, it feels somewhat like a punch out, and it's not exactly sticky. I would call it almost like a hard plastic material. It'll be may or may not be noticeable when striking the ball. I couldn't really tell you. I've yet to wear the shoe, but definitely not something that's really grippy and really aggressive like the Predator LZ or the Absolado would have. Then of course you have the sweet spot here, which is actually identical to what you're going to find on the Predator LZ SL. It's kind of like one of those hard plastic sticker decal like things. It has some texturing to it, but there's nothing really in terms of grip that it's going to provide. And then just like the Predator LZ and the Absolado, you have pretty much the same foam pass pad on the inside. You do still have the foam. It has a little bit of depth to it and has that little bit of cushion feel on the instep of the shoe. As far as the fit is concerned, if it has a little bit bulkier fit overall, a little bit roomier, bigger in the toe box, bigger through the midfoot, a little bit wider overall, just to fit it's a more generic fitting shoe. It's just going to fit pretty much everybody fairly comfortably. But if you're looking for that high quality, tighter fit, you're not going to get it from this shoe. You're better off going with the Absolado or the LZ, which is probably the best fitting of all of them. And then of course you still have the synthetic suede heel liner, sorry guys, which is going to provide good comfort and hold your foot in quite nicely. And then you don't have a removable insole on this particular one. The insole is glued in, so if that's one of your main concerns, just know that you can actually remove the insole here. Just as far as graphics go, you have the Absolado here on the instep, just to let you know that it's not the LZ, because just from a distance they definitely do appear very, very similar. As far as the sole plate is concerned, it appears to be almost identical to that of the Absolado, which in itself is not too far off from that of the LZ. As you can see, it's very, very similar as far as how it looks, and it's kind of that play on the sprint frame. The shoe itself is definitely not as light as the standard LZ is, which weighs in at about 8 ounces. This one has a listed weight of 9 ounces, so it's about an ounce more, which is not a huge significant difference, but when you hover around that 8 ounce mark, you tend to notice a little bit more of a weight difference than when you're above that 8 ounce mark. So definitely keep that in mind, that these just aren't as light as the high-end version. But like I said, the sole plate is that same plastic, two colors. You have the pink here and the white with these triangular studs, which is pretty much the exact same as the Adi Zeros, or well, pretty much Adidas has put this on all of their lines of shoes, and it's kind of that combination between conical and bladed studs, and actually tends to work quite well. Although keep in mind, for harder surfaces it's not ideal, simply because you only have 3 studs on each side as opposed to 4, which you would normally get on a firm ground stud pattern. And of course you do have the MyCoach slot on here, so if you do have the MyCoach chip, you can use that. It's compatible and it will fit inside of the sole of the shoe. And other than that, guys, that's pretty much it for the Absolado. Leave me a comment down below if you guys want to see any comparisons between any other particular shoes. Expect to see a line video between the Absolian, the Absolado, and the LZ up very, very soon. Just leave a like and favorite the video, guys. Just let me know that you want to see this kind of video. Just let me know if you want to keep seeing these takedown models. I want to get more into it because I know not everybody is willing to pay the money. Not everyone wants to pay $200 for a pair of soccer shoes. So I kind of want to give everyone the option and kind of showcase some of the cheaper stuff, the more affordable stuff for a lot of you guys. So let me know in the comments down below if you do want to keep seeing this kind of thing, and I'm happy to keep doing them for you if everybody wants to see it. So like I said, just leave a comment down below if you have any questions or suggestions. And go ahead and check out the Facebook page, guys. There'll be a link in the description of that as well. As far as the review for this particular shoe goes, it should be up in about a couple of weeks or so, guys. If you do want to check out the high quality pictures as well as buy it now for this particular shoe with the best prices online, including exclusive SR4U coupon codes, there will be a link in the description right to the review page where you'll find all of that information, including the full review, which, like I said, will be up in a couple of weeks or so. And that's pretty much it, guys. As always, thanks for watching.